Guys, I have a major problem with Helldivers 2. Something that I touched briefly on in my previous video, but I wanted to save to discuss in depth with you guys, is my absolute hatred of the Battle Pass system in games. And it seems that this plague is now threatening our beloved liberty. Now, something I said in my last video and that I still maintain is that Helldivers 2 isn't the worst example of a Battle Pass system. Hell, I can think of countless other more predatory games that come to mind just by thinking Battle Pass.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
However, the problem is the way that the Battle Pass is set up, and it directly affects the progression in Helldivers, which makes it even more infuriating when a few small changes would quickly make this game not only one of the top games of 2024, but one of the best games ever made. But I'm not here just to bitch and moan. This ain't Twitter. This is YouTube, baby. And this is Helldivers we're talking about. And I want to bring some solutions to the table for me and for my fellow divers beside me. So for this video, we're going to be going over the problem with Helldivers progression, and my opinion on a few small things that could fix that. First things first, to explain my line of thought and to get one thing clear. A Battle Pass doesn't work in a game like Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 isn't a game like Fortnite, and as much as many modern games try to get a slice of that pie, they don't seem to understand why it works in a game like Fortnite, but it doesn't in a game like Helldivers. So let's just clear the air and explain that in Fortnite, the Battle Pass is all cosmetic changes. New skins, new characters. The game's pretty much a walking ad for every other game developer.
What the hell am I looking at?
Look how they massacred my boy.
But in Helldivers, the items in the Battle Pass directly tie into the gameplay. This doesn't work. I mean, imagine if a game centered around gameplay, something like Call of Duty. Whoops. Scratch that. Halo?
No.
No, they did it too. Fuck. Okay, fine. Resident Evil 4, let's say. Now imagine that in Resident Evil 4, you start the game with every gun being available to you pretty much from the start. You can start with that sweet red 9 if you want. But oh, what's this? Seems like you don't have the pass yet. Would you like to buy some more super placentas? No. You see why that doesn't work? Because it kills the sense of progression and accomplishment. That pride in getting to a certain point in the game or to a certain level to unlock that cool new weapon or that badass new armor. And that is my core issue with battle passes in Helldivers. It prioritizes profit over progression. Now I know there'll be someone saying, well, Viking, you can't actually unlock any weapon, you have to progress through the pass. To which I say,
Shut the fuck up, nerd.
no, but seriously, let's pause for a second and think that through. How is it more rewarding for me if I want a sick new shotgun or a new armor to have to jump past a pass, unlocking a bunch of shit I don't want to eventually get to the one thing I was looking for? It isn't. So how do we fix this? Well, personally, I think it would be much better to have an armory officer on your ship, who you go to for your weapons and armor progression. This would be so much more fulfilling. Maybe having weapon and armor trees that you can progress along. It could even be added into the story as the reason for having to be a higher rank to unlock these and not being able to be purchased by new recruits is newer recruits are seen as more expendable and these weapons are expensive. So you have to prove yourself before you can unlock them. They could even keep the medals as the currency to purchase them. But I just feel like a system like this would make weapon and armor progression a bit more exciting and keep players around longer. Which gets me nicely into my next point, that after level 25, it really doesn't feel like you have anything to work towards. By that point, you've unlocked all the stratagems you want, so unless you want to buy them all or upgrade your ship, it feels like rec slips don't have a purpose besides just sitting in your inventory. Now, I'm not saying to change how we get new stratagems, because those being earned by players as a collective as part of the Galactic War campaign is fucking awesome. But what I am saying is that having a currency in the game that's basically completely pointless after level 25, maybe that's not as cool. And I think this could be solved by making rec slips tradable for medals. Something like a 5,000 or 10,000 for 1 ratio, which paired with a revamped armory from my last point, will give players a choice between maybe trading rec slips for medals for a new weapon, or for it to keep saving up for a cool new stratagem or ship upgrade. But this kind of choice would not only make the rec slips not pointless, but also make players budget their currencies and to give you more of an agency for which route you want to go. And something as simple as that would increase the amount of time players are willing to give to the game, in my opinion. Another bad thing about the Battle Pass is that Battle Passes close the door on unique customization. With Battle Passes, we don't get the opportunity to make our divers unique to our style, or our weapons feel personalized, because all the choices were already laid out before us. Look at Halo Reach, for example. So many players, myself included, would grind out for countless hours to unlock new armor customizations for no other reason than to make their Spartan feel more personalized to them. And it's something I think will work just as well, if not better, in Helldivers. Even if this is as simple as doing more to make your rank mean something. I mean, what the hell's the point of being a rank as cool as a Death Captain if you can't show it off proudly in a cape or a patch on your armor? Where's the sense of pride? Instead, it just displays under your name when you're about to go into a mission. Like, whoop-de-fucking-do. Unique customization would let you feel so much more immersed, showing off your rank and letting you set up your armor the way you want it if you had to fight giant bugs. Maybe even some weapon customization. Give some more use to that armory idea. Being able to earn a 3-round burst or new sights on your guns to make it feel more in line for how you like to play. And I feel like this would go such a long way giving players something to show off for all that blood they spilt keeping tyranny at bay. Another way to go about this would be adding challenges to the game as a way to unlock certain armor sets instead of having to buy them with super credits. One of the most redeemable things about Halo 4 was being able to get unique armors by completing challenge sets to unlock them. And nothing felt better than letting everyone in the lobby know what a badass assassin you are than by rocking up in that sweet new wetwork armor.
I haven't slept with any woman before. I am purely virgin.
And I think this works even better in Helldivers too because the armors already have unique abilities, like holding extra grenades or extra stems. And this just works so well for giving players a goal to shoot for. You could do something like a Grenadier challenge. By destroying 500 bug holes or bot fabricators, you could get an armor that holds extra grenades and allows you to not blow yourself up by cooking them. Or something like that, you know? That's just what I came up with off the top of my head. And I feel like challenges would give people more of a sense of pride and accomplishment for the work they put in. And going hand in hand with an armory would keep players engaged long after unlocking all the base weapons and armor. And keeping players engaged means we have even more divers spreading maximum managed democracy across the galaxy. In conclusion, while I've enjoyed the time that I've put into Helldivers 2, I can't help but feel like a better progression would keep players around for the long run. And hell, we need all the troops we can get out here. So be sure if you enjoyed this to leave a like to boost this in the YouTube algorithm. And if we get enough eyes on this, we may even be able to reach Arrowhead's ears. And if not this game, they'll have something to think on the next time around. But guys, that's all I have for today. Let me know down below your thoughts on how to improve the progression in Helldivers 2. And if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button to see more of me in the future. But until then, remember, I'm the Virtual Viking, and I am out.